It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I'm super excited to bring you another Weissbier review. Some of you might know, if you watch the Stone Crow virtual pub on a Friday night, that my staple beer that I drink at the Stone Crow is Weissbier. I just kind of find it very drinkable, and I find it very comfortable in terms of, if I was drinking lager, the amount of carbonation in the lager would kind of like fill me up, gas me out kind of type of thing. But I find with Weissbier, it's a really nice balance. It's a lovely balance between that kind of being able to session the beer and really enjoy the beer. This one is called Thurn Und Weissbier. It's 5.4% ABV. I have reviewed this 9 years ago on the channel, but I seen it on beersofeurope.co.uk website, and I thought to myself, I'm going to get this one, I'm going to pick this one up. I'm going to do it again. Why not? I love Weissbier. Let's do it again. There's the bottle cap on this one. Conforms to the rstliche, the German purity law. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. Lovely bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. Cool, look at this. Look at this, look at this. I probably appreciate Weissbier an awful lot more now than I did 9 years ago. I liked it 9 years ago, don't get me wrong. I used to always buy it. I always used to buy Franziskaner. I still buy Franziskaner. But I think my love affair with German beer has only got stronger as the years have gone on. While this beer is settling down in the glass, I'm gonna thank our channel sponsor, beersofeurope.co.uk, for sending us today's beer. Beers of Europe, the largest online beer store in the UK, with a fabulous range of beers from all over the world. If you love beer, if you've travelled, if you've worked away, if you've been on holiday, and you want to find that very special beer that you found whilst you were away, the best place to find it in the UK is beersofeurope.co.uk. Not just Europe, mainly the world. That's their kind of slogan these days. Link in the description box of the video. Right, I'm desperate to get that last inch of Weissbier into the glass. It's very important because that's where a lot of the flavour is in the beer. Can you see that? Look at even though the beer's hazy, if you have a look at the top of the glass here now, you can see it's even more hazy, making its way to the bottom of the glass, look. Bits of yeast falling down, bits of sediment. And that's always so very, very important with a Weissbier. Always. In fact, if you look closely at that drip from the bottle, you can see it's full of sediment. It's an orangey coloured drip. That's all the flavour in the beer. Look at this for a Weissbier. This looks absolutely fantastic. 2-finger white head, nice and hazy, good levels of carbonation. I'm dying to get into this aroma. Yeah, just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Banana, spices, clove. Oh, just wonderful. Wonderful. You get that wheat, that aroma of wheat coming through. Smells good. Smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, my goodness me. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. This is incredible. Incredible beer. It is. I mentioned it was 5.4%, didn't I? ABV. The carbonation just lifts the beer, just pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases loads of that flavour. And the flavour, the mouthfeel. I want to talk about the mouthfeel first. Because Well, as much as I love drinking Franziskaner and Paulaner, and I was drinking Erdinger last weekend as well. I was drinking that on keg in Cardiff. That was pretty good. Better than the bottle. Better on keg than the bottle Erdinger. But what I want to say about this is that this has more body. This Weissbier here has a little bit more body than your British. Of course, they're German brewed beer. But your well-known German Weissbiers that are sold throughout the UK. So your Franziskaners, your Pauliners, your Erdingers. To a lesser extent, Weihenstephanen, you can buy that in Sainsbury's though, so maybe not a less of an extent. It's only because we don't have a Sainsbury's in Barry, Wales, that I never really see Sainsbury's as an option. But it's got more body. It's got more body. It's got more of a wheat flavour. More of, dare I say it, it tastes slightly oaty. It wouldn't be oaty because it wouldn't conform to the rstliche Brauerei if it did. Because that would be 5 ingredients, not 4. But it's really interesting. It's a really kind of big, bold, banana, spices, kind of clove flavour coming through. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So very quickly, because I mentioned it, the rstliche Brauerei is the German purity law, came in the 1600s, it's about 400 years old. And what they did is that they said, look, if you want to call beer in Germany, then you're only allowed to brew with 4 ingredients. And they are malt, water, yeast and hops. That's it. So if you added oats to the beer, you can't really call it beer anymore. Not in Germany anyway. That is one of the most incredible Weissbiers I've ever reviewed on the channel. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really, really good quality Weissbier. Fantastic mouthfeel. Peppery, spicy, great carbonation, great kind of slightly bitter hoppy finish on the beer. Never really talk about a hoppy bitter finish on a Weissbier, but it's definitely, there's a nice bitterness there coming through on the back end. But it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful beer. And I can't remember a time, well I can, of course I can, but I can't imagine buying 4 bottles of premium British ale in a supermarket now. I always look to Weissbier, always. You can chill it down, you can cool it down, it won't lose any of its flavour. It's just, me personally, it just works. It works for me. I'd rather buy 4 bottles of Weissbier than say 4 bottles of Abertail, or not picking on Abertail or Old Speckled Hen or anything like that, but it's a level above. The quality is a level above for me, and I'll always choose it. I hope you liked the video. Let's rate it. We haven't rated it yet. 9 years ago, I can't remember what I rated it back then, but that is superb. That is superb. That will compete with the best Weissbiers in the whole of Germany. It's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.